this is Factoring and Solving Quadratic Equations by
Luke,
George, and Rithik.
Factoring using the x method. In order to do this method, the equation you're trying to factor must be x squared plus bx plus c. An example is x squared plus 8x plus 15. The first step is to draw your x. Write c on the top and b on the bottom. Now you need numbers that multiply to c and add to b. As you can see, 6 and 2 add to b but do not multiply to c. Another pair of numbers is 5 and 3. Clearly, 5 and 3 multiply to 15 and add to 8. The next and final step is to solve. First, set 5 equal to 0 and solve. Then, set 3 equal to 0 and solve. Your answers should be x equals negative 5 and x equals negative 3.
Next, I will show you how to factor and solve ax squared plus bx plus c. An example is 4x squared plus 7x plus 3. For factoring this, use the method slide, divide, bottoms up. First, you slide a to c and multiply them. You get x squared plus 7x plus 12. Now draw an x and factor. You would get 4 and 3 if you solved correctly. Now divide your numbers 3 and 4 by the number that you multiplied c with in the beginning. If you cannot simplify, take the denominator and put it in front of its x. You can easily solve now by setting them equal to 0. And your answers would be negative 3/4 and negative 1. I'm going to show you how to solve the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So, I know it's really long, but there is an easy way to remember this. The quadratic formula story. There's once a very negative boy who was all mixed up, so he went to a very radical party. But because he was such a square, he missed out on 4 awesome chicks and the party was over at 2 a.m. The negative boy represents negative b, all mixed up represents plus or minus, radical party represents the square root, the square represents b squared. He missed out on 4 awesome chicks represents minus 4ac, and the party was all over at 2 a.m. represents divided by 2a. So now the color-coded version of the quadratic formula will show up on the screen. I hope this really helps you remembering it, because you will have to remember it in algebra. So now we're going to do a problem. 3x squared plus 5x plus 2 equals 0. First, write your a's, b's, and c's. A equals 3, b equals 5, and c equals 2. So now substitute. X equals minus 5 plus or minus the square root of b squared, aka 5 squared minus 4ac, 4 times 3 times 2 divided by 2a, which is 2 times 3. Now, simplify everything. We're going to get x equals minus 5 plus or minus the square root of 25 minus 24 divided by 2a, which you're going to simplify to 6. Now, do the discriminant, aka the radical or square root. You're going to end up with minus 5 plus or minus 1 divided by 6. What you want to do here is do minus 5 plus 1 divided by 6 and minus 1 minus 1 divided by 6. So you're going to end up with minus 1 divided by 6, which you're going to get minus 1, and minus 1 plus 1 divided by 6, you're going to end up with negative 2 over 3, and your answers will end up to be x equals negative 1 and x equals negative 2 over 3. Thanks for watching our tutorial on factoring and solving the quadratic equation. I really hope you enjoyed and, earned a lot of information from our video. This is Rithik,
Luke,